Understanding self-compassion and why is it important? Self-compassion is the ability to be gentle towards yourself when you make mistakes or experience difficulties. It's the ability to acknowledge your shortcomings without beating yourself up, and it's an essential quality that can help you cope with everyday challenges. It isn't about being weak or soft. When you develop your self-compassion, you acknowledge your humanness and understand that everyone feels emotional pain from time to time. Self-compassion also means allowing ourselves space to process these feelings in a gentle way, rather than bottling things up inside and feeling worse as a result. It's important for many reasons, but especially because of how it relates to your happiness and well-being, both now and in the future. People who have higher levels of self-compassion tend to have happier lives and lower levels of anxiety, depression, and other emotional problems. They feel more positive emotions more often than negative ones, they report greater satisfaction with their lives, they feel more optimistic about the future, and they're less likely to take big risks or do unsafe activities as a consequence. Self-compassion defined. Self-compassion is the capacity to be kind to yourself, especially when you're in a state of distress or when you make mistakes. This can include a wide range of emotions like sadness, guilt, anxiety, shame, and anger. Developing your self-compassion helps you to feel less overwhelmed by your emotions, recognize that you're not alone in experiencing them, and acknowledge your limitations as a person without giving up or falling apart. The more self-compassionate you are, the more easily you'll be able to cope with everyday challenges and setbacks, and the less likely you'll be to fall into harmful patterns of behavior like negative thoughts and behaviors, excessive stress and anxiety, and low self-esteem. Self-compassion affects your happiness and well-being. As you'll see throughout this training, self-compassion is one of the most important qualities you can cultivate. The benefits of self-compassion are extensive, and they even outnumber the benefits of being more extroverted or neurotic. Higher levels of self-compassion are associated with healthier relationships, better quality sleep, and a lower risk of depression and anxiety. It's also associated with a stronger sense of self-efficacy, your confidence that you can get your own needs met, which can make you feel more productive and hopeful about your future. Self-compassion is also linked to a broader range of positive outcomes in virtually every area of your life. It helps you to connect with others, be more productive at work and in your community, and make healthier decisions. All of these factors can help you to be happier and healthier both now and in the future. Self-compassion reduces stress and anxiety. If you feel stressed and anxious all the time, you're probably experiencing elevated levels of stress. Self-compassion can lower your stress levels by reducing the stress response that stems from the fight or flight response in your nervous system. Stress that's constantly elevated can lead to a wide range of health problems, and self-compassion can help keep it at a healthy level. Developing your self-compassion can also help you to feel calmer and be less reactive when you experience stress. This can be especially helpful for people who have relatively high levels of anxiety because you're less likely to react negatively when you experience things like heavy traffic or a stressful conversation with a colleague. Self-compassion reduces sleep disturbance and improves sleep quality. Self-compassion can improve your sleep by reducing stress and anxiety, which are linked to a disrupted sleep cycle. Having a higher level of self-compassion is also linked to better sleep, as it increases your awareness of your mental processes and how they affect your sleep. It also helps you stay mindful of your sleep, so you're not excessively distracted by thoughts of the past or worries about the future. When you're not overly focused on your negative feelings, you're better able to relax and get to sleep. Self-compassion can reduce and prevent bullying. Bullying is a serious problem, especially among young people. It can lead to anxiety, depression, and other mental health problems, and it can also lead to social alienation, risky behaviors, and even suicide. Bullies feel a sense of power, dignity, and self-worth and the negative attention it draws from others. They also tend to be highly reactive and are quick to anger, which can make them more likely to retaliate against the victim. Self-compassion is linked to less anger and a more even-tempered response to bullying, so bullies are less likely to get into potentially dangerous situations as a result. It can also help bullies to accept their guilt and realize that they're not as powerful and dignified as they think they are. Self-compassion reduces and prevents risky behaviors. Self-compassion is linked to less risky behavior, particularly risky sexual behavior and substance use. People who have higher levels of self-compassion are less likely to engage in unsafe sexual behavior, have anxiety about HIV/AIDS, or have high levels of cyberloafing, online procrastination instead of face-to-face work. When you develop your levels of self-compassion, it is also linked to less impulsivity, which can help prevent gambling and other risky behaviors, like reckless driving and unprotected sex. You should make more rational decisions in life when your self-compassion levels are higher. Self-compassion can help you thrive in life. Self-compassion is linked to a healthier sense of self, which can make you feel more assertive and connected with your goals and what you want in life. It can also help you to make healthier choices, like eating meals that are balanced and avoiding sugary drinks, fried foods, and salty snacks that are high in sugar and fat. A higher level of self-compassion is also linked to positive emotional intelligence, EQ, which is the capacity to monitor your emotional states, identify emotional patterns, and respond appropriately. It can help you to regulate your emotions and make healthier decisions, like choosing activities that are aligned with your goals and long-term plans. Self-compassion can help with your decision-making skills. Self-compassion is a great quality to cultivate because it reduces your emotional reactivity, which can help you to process negative feelings and make healthier decisions. This is especially important if you tend to be high in emotional reactivity and low in self-compassion. You can practice self-compassion while you're making decisions by considering these questions. How do I feel right now? Is there any emotion that I'm feeling right now? Is it healthy for me to be experiencing that emotion right now? What is the best choice for me right now based on my values, needs, and priorities? Do I need to make a decision? How will I decide? Is there anything I could do to feel more comfortable or less anxious while I make a decision? In the next video, we will discuss the benefits of improving your self-compassion.